Good day, my dear friends. Before I take you to the tour of my web quiz that is based on the three logic structures of programming, let me introduce myself. My name is Poonam Singh. I have been a computer teacher for last 5 years, and I have been teaching in Lomawai Secondary School, and I am married and hail from Suva. Let me take you all to my web quest that is created using the Zoonal. If you want to visit my web quest, you have to type www.zoonal.com webquest.php, and my ID is w equal to 110764, and you enter in the URL section and you will be directed to the title page that is on program structures. Zoonal, we have used Zoonal as I've used Zoonal as my to create my web quest, because Zoonal had a predetermined or pre-designed structure of web quest, which is more easier, and it is more easier to create a web quest because all the structures are given. Okay, my title of my web quest is on program structures, and the title page describes the web quest, what web quest is based on. The next page is introduction. Introduction introduces the students of any users, what they will be doing. Introduces the programming language. If they don't know what programming is, they can just go. I mean, if they are I know most of the students are playing games and using other programs, but they don't know how they have been created, so they can just click on this word and they can see what programming has done. Furthermore, they can even learn on more programming on the introduction page by clicking on this hyperlink, and they will be directed to a programming page where they can learn what programming is all about. If they have to go on to the next page, the next page is a task page. They just have to click on the task page and they will be directed to the task page where their task is it is design, and it states what they are actually supposed to do in this web quest. Here the students will be the students are told what they will be doing throughout the web quest, so they can read the task and then go on to the process page where their process is the task is designed and assess themselves in the evaluation page. In this web quest, the students are supposed to look at the screenshots on the three program structures and have to identify the difference and draw flowcharts for the given progress. At the end of this web quest, they will be asked to identify their own problems based on the three logic structures and write up set of code for that. So let's proceed on to the process page where the most of the things the students are supposed to do. On the process page, the students are given some definitions on the logic structures, right? What a flowchart is. They have to download the flowchart notes if they don't, if they find difficulty in learning how to design find difficulty in designing a flowchart, they have to download resource 4 and read the notes that is given in Word, and then go back to the task and start doing that. To learn on the 3 structures, after they have done their reading on flowchart, they have to go on to the video that is given on the 3 logic structures that was done by Stephen Bardo, and they have to watch this video and learn the 3 types of control structures, that is sequence, selection and repetition. After that, they have to go over each of the structures that is given, right, that is given by me, and they have to look at the screenshot. That is, the screenshot is on how to prepare tea using a sequence structure, that is just a line is following another statement, so it is a simple one, and based on that screenshot they have to create a flowchart, right, and they have to think of a situation where a sequence structure is applicable and write a pseudocode. For example, what they do when they wake up or when they are coming to school. They follow each steps before they come to school, so they can just use that situation as a sequence structure and create a pseudocode. Pseudocode is more simple, written without the commands of the QBasic program, and it is just a simple English statements where each statement follows but without the structure of QBasic. And before that, they can even learn about pseudocode by clicking on the pseudocode word given at the end of the WEBQuest on the task page if they find difficulty in writing a pseudocode. Secondly, then they have to move on to the second structure, that is selection structure, and they also have to go over that program given in the screenshot, do a flowchart, and then think of a situation or a problem they might be facing in school or at home and write a pseudocode for the given problem. Furthermore, they have to go on to the structure 3, that is repetition of loop, where they have to do again. Loop structure is where something is repeated again and again, right? For example, if you want to print your name on the screen or print your friend's name 10 times on the screen using a QBasic program, that will be a loop structure. They can identify any problem and write a pseudocode for the given problem. Furthermore, if they have time, if they like playing with computer, if the students enjoy playing with computer, especially the programming languages, they can just look at the screenshots given on the 3 structures on how to create or make tea. They can even write the QBasic program that is given in their class and load it in their computer and run the program that is given in the screenshot. And if they don't know how to use a QBasic program, they can just look at the programming QBasic tutorial that is given as an embedded resource. After they have done this, they have to open the link in the resources given in the evaluation page to assess them. They have to answer some questions that are given there so that they can assess themselves on their level of learning. Okay, let's look at the evaluation page, which is the next page in our and here the students learning will be assessed according to what they have done throughout the web quest and what they learned and how did they find the web quest. Okay, before that, this is the marking criteria given. This is the marking criteria given to the students based on their understanding of the three logic structures, and they have to open this link in order to answer the questions which will be evaluating their learning, and at the end of these questionnaires the answer is given where they can check, but it depends on the students whether they cheat or they are truthful. They can even cheat by looking at the answers first and then answering the questions, but I encourage my students to look at the questions, try to answer them, and then go on to looking at the answers that are given at the end of the questions. The next page on the web quest is the teacher page. Now the conclusion, where we conclude the web quest, and I wish all my students all the best, and I hope that my students have learned a lot from programming. They can even enjoy a motivational video, 2 motivational videos given on this page, and learn something. If they want to learn more on programming, they just have to click on the word programming and they immerse themselves into the world of programming. And all the best to my students who will be using this web quest. Okay, the next page on the web quest is a teacher page where any suggestions or I'm giving who this web quest is designed on, and if they are finding any difficulty or if they want this web quest to be modified, feel free to just give suggestions on that. Thank you. And author page gives the overview of me. Thank you for listening, and that's all on my web quest presentation. Thank you. Hope you enjoy using the web quest, and hope suggestions about any improvement that you think should be done to my web quest is put forth. Thank you.